am sending this message to the authorities of South Africa. South African youth, especially. Those in authority, I am so sick and so disappointed with what I have seen online going on. For years, I should say for decades now. I have tried to hold myself back, hoping that things will change with time. But the situation seems to be worsening. I see videos of South African youths beating up their fellow black Africans in the name of illegal entering into South Africa, or that they are coming to look for a job in South Africa instead of staying in their own countries and fixing their countries. Yes, they should stay in their countries and fix their countries. And I'm using this medium to talk to all Africans, especially the youths. Stop going to South Africa for the sake of your own lives, for the sake of your safety. Stay in your countries, fix your countries. Have you not had enough? Over the years, I have watched South African youths lynching their own fellow Africans shamelessly. They carry the tire of a car, put it on like a heap on somebody, beat them. Somebody will carry a heavy stone and hit on the head of someone that has been beaten almost to near death. And then when you hit that stone, he dies. And they're doing it. Mr. Ramaphosa, the president of South Africa, I'm so disappointed. It started with Jacob Zuma. I mean, it's something that has been going on. I think the only person in fact, I am so sick and disappointed, so tired of watching all these videos, imagining that all of us, whenever this happens to any of us as a black person, a black man, a black woman, elsewhere, we all protest and say it's racism. To watch this coming from a fellow African, or from fellow Africans, treating their own other fellow Africans like this, it's so painful. I've watched videos in the past. They go and drag people away from the hospital, pulling people out of the hospital, beating people. They should go back to their countries. When you have white South Africans there, my fellow South Africans, do we process information? Do we truly, can we process information well? Can we analyze the situation well? You're lynching, beating, killing your fellow black people, fellow black youths, whose grandparents funded your liberation, supported your liberation. I standing here, Mr. Ramaphosa, I am so tired of this. 1978, 1979. My father, in those days, there were many countries. I'm not going to reveal those countries here. I want to point out South Africa. My father, there were times, Mondays, I think it was Mondays and Thursdays, we bring money, put in the small basket. In those days, baskets that were woven. We want to support South Africa. Can you imagine how much were collected to help you so you can resist apartheid? Today you've forgotten all of that. All of that washed under the bridge. South African parents, grandmothers, you should be the ones to educate your children. Look at the proportion of land ownership in South Africa. 81%, is it 81.4% of the land in South Africa? Almost 82%, sorry, 81.4%, or about 82% of the population, overall population in South Africa are black people. But how much percentage of the land do you own there? How much? It's a shame to you. The Iranians, the white South Africans, they own 72% of your land. Land ownership, 72% of your land is owned by the white people. 14% owned by colored people. Even the Indians, they own land there more than you. They own 5%. 5% of your land is owned by the Indians. You South Africans, even though you make up 82% of the population, you own only 5% of your land. Now imagine when you're pouring the frustration, misplaced priority, misplaced emphasis, misplaced of anger, misplaced of your frustration on your fellow brothers, fellow black brothers whose grandparents supported your liberation, supported you to fight apartheid. The Iranians, the white people living there in South Africa, they own your land. Owning your land. Almost 3/4 of the land is owned by this, even though they make up just very little percent of the population. They even refuse you from entering. They block you from entering where they live. They have their currencies. They say they want to have an independent in your own country. In South Africa, they want to create another country, an independent country in South Africa. They are not your problems. Your problems are your fellow black brothers who help you to free yourself from the weight of apartheid. I mean, how do you correlate these two? I feel almost crying, watching how we're treating ourselves, killing our black brothers. I watched a video yesterday. How many videos? Three of them. How they're punching their fellow black brothers, hitting them with sticks. The population pouring down on one person. And then the camera switched off. Certainly they killed them. I've watched videos in the past. How many have they killed? How many your fellow black brothers have they killed? Only Julius Malema. Julius Malema is the only person that has stood up against all this. But you cannot vote him into power. This is Malema. Vote this brother, vote this my brother into power. I think he is the right person to be your president. He may be able to address the situation with time. I am so, honestly, I don't know from where to begin. It's so shameful. So shameful that misplacement of anger. You pour your frustration elsewhere. Over the years, you guys have protested. Everywhere you're protesting. You want to take back your lands from the white South Africans. Your protest only end with your frustration on your people, black Africans. It's so damn, it's so sickening.